How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews back with yet another review. And we're going to be doing a little Belgian style pale ale action today in the form of, I'm going to butcher the crap out of this, so buckle up. Dolle's Stille Nacht. I guess that's how you'd say it. Almost throwing the German H in the end there, but what are you going to do? Stille Nacht would mean silent night. It is Dolle's Christmas beer, as you can kind of see from the fun little labeling they got going on in there. Little kind of snowman holding a little beer and a little wand. Kind of cool. Stille Nacht, Belgian style pale ale. As far as what it says in the bottle, I mean, you have the prerequisite American labeling up here, just so that way it has all the recycling info and whatnot. No Surgeon General warning on the bottom, though. Over here, it says brewed and bottled by Dolle Brewers, Belgium, Stille Nacht. And that's pretty much it. 12% alcohol. So it's definitely up there in ABV. Just by looking at this bottle, it looks like it has some crazy density to it. It's supposedly one of the densest beers going out there. They, I guess they pride themselves in saying it's the densest Belgian beer available on the market. We'll find out what that is. Label-wise, like I said, just kind of like a quintessential Belgian style, kind of hokey drawing, with a little Christmas stuff going on. But I dig it. Belgian style stuff does not suck. It just has some kind of like cheesy goodness to it. So I'm a fan. So there you go. And this is a 2014 bottle. It's a Christmas beer, so I assume it's made somewhere closer to Christmas. So we'll see what happens. Ooh. Damn, kind of popped off there pretty nice. Let's see what this sucker has. Ooh, super fragrant. Crazy active. Well, that head is going to be around for a hot minute, you would assume. Damn, that thing kind of took off. I mean, you're talking about making a pale ale that's 12% alcohol. You know, you're kind of pushing the limits there, so, you know, probably wanted to explode as much as anything. So there you go, 5 fingers worth of head. White, almost as white as white could be. It's probably just a hair off white. Super creamy top to it. The beer that is in there is decently carbonated, and it's got a nice kind of unfilteredness to it. Let's see if we can get a little bit more beer going on in there. Yeah. Oh, it smells like apple cider almost. So yeah, you can kind of take a gander at the color there if you can get some color from it. You can see it's got a nice kind of golden hue to it. A decent amount of unfilteredness going on. And decent carbonation in there. Not too shabby. So what I'm going to do is take a big sip of foam and tell you what's going on there first, because that's the only way I'm going to get to the bottom of this sucker. So cheers on the foam sip. I think this is going to be a really good beer. Based off of that foam. A ton of citrus, like apricot and citrus overload. Doesn't taste overly hopped or too hop forward. But, man, that sucker's not going to want to let me get down in there, is it? Got a little greedy. Let's see. It's hard to get the nose just because that sip of that foam is so pungent. But it's got a nice sweetness to it. It does have the slightest bit of hop bite to it, but not too much. And like I said, it's more not like super citrus. There's citrus there, but it's like I'm getting a ton of apricot from it. It smells absolutely fantastic. It smells like an interesting take on a Belgian pale ale. So I'm going to sit here, not going to be able to get much of a nose on it based off of this head just being a monster. So I figured fight through it and dive right in there. So, cheers. It does have a nice density to it. I mean, you're talking about a beer that is, you know, a golden ale. But it's syrupy in density, but it's got this nice density to it. A little bit of spiciness too, almost like a peppercorn or a coriander. But it has this hot presence, but it's not overly dry. It's not overly biting. Like, it's there. You tell it's there. You get a little bit of that ever so slightest hot bite. But other than that, it's a very mild citrus with like a bright fruit to it. Almost, like I said, apricot out the, wazoo. It's a really interesting beer. Really nice. 12% alcohol. 0 booze whatsoever. 0, which kind of makes this quite a bit dangerous, I guess you'd say. It's a really nice version of a Belgian style pale ale. Not my favorite. Probably my favorite, which I've never reviewed. I don't think I have. Would be TJ is their Columbus. Was my favorite Belgian style pale ale. This might come in a close second though. It's a really nice beer. Super drinkable. You get some color in that sucker. Super drinkable. Nice color to it, nice density, nice unfilteredness. Overall, just a pretty fantastic beer. Glad I got to give it a whirl. Rating wise, I'd give it I'd give it a straight up 90. I'd love to see how it would age. It is 12%. You're like pale ale aging it. Like I said, my favorite pale ale is TJ Columbus, and most of the ones I've had from them have been aged and they're off the hook good. So with this being such high ABV, enough hot presence kind of keep it stable. I'll have to see this with some time on it. Like I said, it's 2014 version. We're just in the 2015 now, so who knows how old this is. Could be a couple months to half a year max, I would assume. So I'd love to see this with like 3 or 4 years on it. But yeah, 90 overall. Value and availability, I'm just not going to talk about because this is one of those beers I've seen it one place only. I'm sure you can get it other places, but we're going to skip over all that. Actually, I'm not. Availability, I can get it. Let's do that. I can get it, but I've only seen it one place, so I'll give it availability of a 3. Value, I paid, on the bottom here, $7 for a single bottle of this. I like it. I like it a lot. $7. Bit steep. So I'd give it like a 6 on a value scale. If this was coming in right around $5 a bottle, home run. Just that extra $2 kind of sets it askew for me. So yeah, 90 overall. Just a really nice interpretation of a Belgian style pale ale. Just that kind of that nice bright fruit, that apricot that's in there is just kind of doing it for me. So I'm a fan. It's got like a sweetness to it, a slight hot bite, a little bit of tartness, and it's just kind of got the whole gamut running. So really nice beer. So there you go. Dolles, sorry. Stille Nacht, I guess you'd say. Silent Night, Belgian style, Christmas, Belgian style pale ale. If you're into pale ales, traditional pale ales, because it's not your Americanized over hop stuff. If you're traditional pale ales, you want something a bit bigger and bolder. If you're into Belgian style pale ales, you want some of the best. And if you're just into like golden beers and you want something that has a little bit more to it than a typical beer, definitely worth giving a whirl. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully I enjoyed the review. Kind of stumbled through that one because of the head, but such is life. If you did or you didn't or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you like to check us out anywhere else on the internet, you can on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Untapped. All 4 of those places. Massive beers in all 4 of those places. And yeah. Another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a beautiful beer right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.